Hello and cheers, this is SB Beers here, and welcome to the first episode of Beers Talks, in which I will be doing retro commentaries, guys. At this point, I'm just firing new series at you, so please let me know which ones you enjoy more or most. If you enjoy all of them, you are such cuties. But if you're not picking up what I'm putting down, it's not going to be entertaining for you guys. So please let me know which series you love most. Now let's get started with this first episode of Beers Talks. I will be talking about Advanced Warfare, because I think a lot of people are interested in how YouTubers, streamers, commentators, and competitive players alike are basically approaching the game at this point, and I'm going to be talking about the game from different points of view, from the competitive side of things, from the sniping side of things, and a more casual slash pup stomping side of things. So first, competitive. There's been a lot of uncertainty, a lot of controversy about basically which game modes are going to be in it, which game modes are going to be played by the competitive players. And I think we can be pretty sure that Hardpoint's going to make a return, and S&D. Like, S&D is hugely important for game battles and such, so they're not going to get rid of that, I'm very sure. But the Hardpoint worked really well with the game. The fast-pacedness of the exosuits only added to the tension, basically, that Hardpoint can have. If you can, like, enter a Hardpoint from above and stuff, that's just going to add an entire dimension of strategy and such. So I definitely think it's going to be working very well for competitive Hardpoint, basically. So yes, I loved Hardpoint. Watching it, the exosuit was definitely a plus there. So yes, that's what I thought about it. Now S&D, I'm not sure. S&D can be it's going to be very kill based, and it's going to be very random, I fear, because in Ghost or in other titles it was more about getting the bomb down. And I feel like the maps now are very big. The enemies could be anywhere. They could be on the ceiling for all I know. They could be on a building, inside a building, against a building, climbing it. It's going to be very hard. Like, I'm afraid it's going to come down to who happens to see the other player first. And I think like S&D will get very boring if that's what S&D will be about. So I hope that I'm wrong, but that's sort of what I feared from my first impressions on watching the actual S&D game mode on Advanced Warfare. Now, CTF didn't work that well for me either, for the reason that you can respawn very quick. The exosuit allows you to basically get into position that you need to be very fast again. So the result of that is that there's not a lot of caps. Like the first CTF map in the optic stream that I watched, basically, not a lot of caps in the first 3 to 4 minutes. So I definitely think that people need to do something about that, because it can get very slow paced. And I think, like, don't get me wrong, the game is extremely fast paced, but if there's not any caps happening, then definitely is not going to be interesting from a spectator's point of view. Now, from a spectator's point of view, uplink is going to be awesome. Now, I'm not sure if the people of competitive are actually adding uplink, but I would be a huge fan of that, because it's just so much about strategy. It's so much about teamwork. It's very fast-paced. There's so many things that can happen. Again, the fact that if you jump in a portal with the ball and your actual character, then you get 2 points. You get 1 point if you only throw the ball in. Like, that aspect alone is going to basically leave us guessing every game. Like, what play is the particular competitive player going to make? Like, what's he going to do? Is he going to jump in? Is he going to throw the ball to a teammate? What is he going to do? I think it's going to work very well. If they decide to add it, I would be very down for a competitive series with uplink in it, just because I think it's much more interesting from a spectator's point of view. Now, a lot of players are just like, oh, this isn't FIFA, dude. Call of Duty shouldn't be about throwing a ball through a portal. But for me, it worked. For me, it was very entertaining. Now, from a sniper's point of view, things are not going to be so easy. Like, as I said, enemies could be anywhere. They could be on the walls, ceilings, for all I know. And I don't think feeding is going to be easy. One thing that's going to make feeding easier for pup stompers and stuff is that, with regular guns, is that the kill feed is there a long time, like crazy long. It doesn't really go down really fast, so it's definitely going to be a continuous, almost kill feed that we're going to be seeing. So it's going to be great for people that are going for feeds with whatever gun they choose. So I think that's positive. But for snipers, I don't really think it's going to work that well, because again, enemies could be anywhere, and I think that the other weapons are too strong for the sniper. So I think that before the sniper can aim to a person that happens to be on the roof, he will definitely be taken out by some SMG kit. I'm very sure of that. So it's going to have its own challenges, I guess, this new game. In short, I definitely think Sledgehammer's scored some points. Game modes are very entertaining, some new game modes. The maps look very good. I also love the way how the guns sounded. I love the fact that they didn't add a dimension of pew 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 to the guns, because that would have been horrible and I wouldn't have gotten it. So yes, I just loved how the game looked, how the game sounded. It was very entertaining. Basically, for what I've seen, I was a very big skeptic. Didn't really enjoy the new notion of, again, modern weapons, again, new score streaks, this and that. That's also an element that I love, the fact that score streaks are now going to be a part of your loadout. So now you need to make choices. Do I want more perks? Do I want more score streaks? Or do I want more attachments on my weapons? It's all going to be choices, and I love that. It's definitely going to have its implications for competitive and casual gaming alike. So I hope you guys enjoy this little rundown of the basic things in Advanced Warfare. I hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next time. Drop some feedback if you enjoyed this series. Now, see you guys later. Bye.